What she said froze me in place. I know you're here, hiding. The worst part was that she was right. I was under a dark table, holding my breath, trying not to move. Her footsteps were slow and careful, like she already knew exactly where to look. Then I saw it, a small air vent near the floor. Without thinking, I crawled toward it and squeezed myself inside just as her shadow crossed the table. The metal scraped against my arms as I dragged myself forward through the narrow duct. It was tight, dusty, and hard to breathe, but I kept moving. After a few seconds, the duct suddenly opened beneath me and I dropped down onto a cold floor. I wasn't in the same room anymore. In front of me, there was a heavy door with a lock, and behind it, cages. Inside those cages were my neighbors. They looked weak and terrified. One of them tried to speak, but I quickly put a finger to my lips. "Don't make a sound," I whispered. "I'll get you out." I began looking for something to open the cages when I heard footsteps again. Closer this time. She was coming. Panic hit me instantly. I looked around for somewhere to hide and saw a large wooden box in the corner. I climbed inside and slowly pulled the lid down. The smell inside was horrible. I didn't want to know what had been stored there. I covered my mouth and tried not to breathe too loudly. The door opened. I heard metal keys, the sound of something being moved, and the quiet hum of what sounded like a freezer. Seconds felt like minutes. I thought she could hear my heartbeat. Then the footsteps faded. The door closed again. I waited. 10 seconds, 20, maybe more. Finally, I pushed the lid open and stepped out. My hands were shaking and the cold in that room was intense, like being inside a giant refrigerator. I realized that was how my neighbors were being kept alive, but barely. I wanted to free them immediately, but I was afraid. If they panicked or made noise, she would come back. So I made a decision I still regret. I left them there, for the moment, and moved deeper into the house. There was another door. I opened it slowly. Inside was a metal table, several knives, and dark stains across the surface. Next to them was a folded note. I didn't read it yet. I just put it in my pocket. Something about that room made my stomach twist. I needed to keep moving. The only place left was upstairs. I stepped carefully toward the second floor. The house was quiet, except for the distant sound of cooking coming from somewhere below. At the top of the stairs, there was a hallway with 4 doors. The first room looked normal. A bed, a closet,